Hello and welcome to the first of our video installments for Chef Share. This is the EPCC Culinary Virtual SIs. This week we're going to start this series with yield testing, and we're going to be showing you how to accurately calculate the cost of products as fabricated. Now, when you're buying products in, we consider two different terminologies: the AP, or as purchased, and that's how products come in whole with the skin on. But this is not how we are going to serve these products. So we need to take these products and fabricate them in some fashion in order to make them ready for the plate, which is the edible portion, right? So those are the two first key terminologies. As far as yield goes, the AP, as purchased, and the EP, the edible portion. And a very simple math formula is the EP divided by the AP gives you the yield. And why is yield important? Well, take this carrot for instance. Everything that we take off of this carrot has to be accounted for. So we're going to be using a scale, and we're going to be using our station setup, knives, cutting boards, whatever the case is, to fabricate this into that plate-ready product, which is the EP, the edible portion. All right. So I'll turn on my scale, and I'm going to weigh this carrot, and we'll start with the carrot. That carrot weighs 8.35 ounces, and Chef Diaz is helping me with the whiteboard. Okay. So it's really important to weigh everything that you fabricate and that comes off of this product for yield testing. However, in the future, if you're doing the same cut, if the same person is doing the same cut, they're typically going to get the same results. So you have that percentage that you're looking for, which is the yield. And yield is always expressed as a percentage, right? So we're going to start by peeling this product, and I'm going to save the peels because that is scrap, and we have to account for this weight that comes off of here. However, we are not going to do anything with this scrap. There's another byproduct that we're going to get out of this, which is usable scrap, which is that trim from this carrot that we can utilize in another preparation. Whether it's mirepoix for stock, or we're going to make a carrot soup and puree it, that trim or that usable trim is perfectly appropriate for use in that kind of situation. So after my carrot is peeled, I'm going to go ahead and weigh it again. 6.7 ounces. Now, if I were using this for mirepoix, I'm just going to cut this without creating any more trim. My yield would be 6.7 divided by 8.35, and that would give me the yield just for peeling and trimming the whole carrot. For the purposes of this virtual SI, what I'm going to do is cut this down into a matinee, just so you guys can see the difference between trim, which we're not going to use for anything else, usable scrap, and then the edible portion. Everything that I get from squaring this product off goes into usable scrap as well. Now, this is not going to be a perfect matinee. This is more for demonstration purposes. But as long as you get the overview of the yielding process. And this last one is going to be tricky, but I can probably get a little something out of that as far as yield. So my usable scrap is piling up, and my batanes are coming together. just some of the edible portion. Try to get a little bit more out of this as well. Now, let's do it individually. So I did get a little bit out of that end piece, so we want to create as little usable scrap as possible because the part that we're going to make money on is what goes on the plate. Okay, so I'll finish this. Okay, so I fabricated my less than ideal bâtonnets, and the final weight on those is 4.05. And I have my usable scrap, and the final weight on that is 2.7 ounces. So with that, we want to look at the cost or the yield of this carrot, the edible portion first, right? So we are not going to take into account either of these. So we're going to express this as a percentage, all right? So we're going to take 2.7, which is the edible portion, which is 4.05, and we're going to divide that by 8.35. And so that would make our, you have 6.7. Okay, so our yield on this is 81%. That is a pretty decent yield. It could be better, but it depends on what the fabrication is that you're doing. Now, we can also take a yield on the edible scrap or the usable scrap, but for the purposes of the demonstration, that yield is going to be much lower because we have the edible portion, which is the desired portion. What is the yield for the usable scrap? So 2.7 divided by 8.35 is 32%, which is a little high, but because of the fabrication method, we need to create a lot of trim to get a nice bâtonnet. So that our percentages add up to 100%, including the portion that we are not going to use, and this will go into the compost or into the trash. Now, say the carrots are costing out at $1.50 a pound. All right, so, and that's the APC as purchased cost. So what we need to do at this point is break that down into the cost per ounce, and that's really important. So with our as purchased cost being $1.50 per pound, divided that by 16, we get 9.3 cents per ounce. Okay, it's really important to move that decimal spot two spaces over because we are converting to a percentage. With that 9.38 cents per ounce, we're going to multiply that by the original weight, and we're going to, the cost of that carrot is 78 cents and 0.28, 78.28 cents. We're going to take that 78.28 cents and we're going to divide that by 49%, which is our yield. Okay, so Chef Diaz, can you come up and show the formula for achieving the yield?
We're going to get our edible portion, which is 4.05 ounces. And we're going to go ahead and divide that by our as purchased, which was the whole carrot. And when you do that, it gives you 49, forgot the other two numbers out here. Okay? That's going to give you the percentage.
So at 49%, that is our yield. So we have a cost per ounce for our yield. So that carrot at 49% yield goes from 78.28 cents per ounce to $1.59.59 per ounce because we're moving the decimal places. Okay, so that carrot becomes pretty expensive when we're doing this. So just keep that in mind. We have to, yielding is all about taking into account what we're removing from that product. All right, so that is the yielding on the carrot. Next, we're going to do a tomato concasse. The next item we're going to do is a Roma tomato, and we're going to fabricate this in a concasse. So we need to get our AP weight on this, right? So the AP weight on that is 2.85 ounces. Great, see it's already there. So we're going to start our fabrication, and we're going to take the top out, take the stem end out, and we're going to make our cross on the bottom. Okay, so we're going to save all of this trim, and we're going to put the seeds and skin in there as well. All right, I've got my magic blanching water next to us. Turn that up for a second. And get that in. Tomato is blanched. We're going to get it in the ice bath. Let that cool off for a second. Bring it over to our workstation. I'm going to finish this fabrication by peeling this tomato. And then we are going to split it, take the seeds out, and dice it up for our concasse. And I have my scale set up to receive this product once it's fabricated. So in doing our concasse, I'm going to do mine kind of small. So this is our EP, our edible portion on this. Everything else is scrap. We don't have any, we're not going to have any usable scrap from this product. So we're going to move this all over to our measuring bowl. And our EP weight is 1.65. Okay, so our AP is 2.85 ounces. Our EP, the edible portion, is 1.65. So we're going to divide the edible portion by the as purchased weight, and the number that we're going to get out of that is 0.5789. Now remember, we need to move those decimal places over 2 spots to convert this to a percentage. So our yield is 57.8% on this product. Now, whatever the price is for this, we would do the same operation that we did for the carrots in order to get the price. So, Chef, what do Roma tomatoes cost? 99 cents a pound at Albertsons, right?
Absolutely.
So let's say 99 cents a pound. How do we get to the EP cost on this? So we're going to look at AP cost, which is 99 cents a pound, with a yield of 57.8.
99 cents, you said?
99 cents a pound, and then we're going to divide that by 16. Right? So 99 cents a pound divided by 16. We've got to get the handy dandy chef calculator out. And don't be afraid to use calculators, that's what they're for. So 6.18 cents per ounce, and we're going to multiply that by, what was the AP, 2.85. And that is going to give you the AP cost, or the APC. So 6.18 cents per ounce, and we're going to multiply that by, what was the AP, 2.85. And that is going to give you the AP cost, or the APC. So the APC ends up being 17.6 cents. Or what?
Okay. 1761. So we want it to be.
No. Yeah, so 17.6 cents for one tomato. 6.18 cents per ounce times 2.85, which is our AP weight. We're going to get 17.61 cents for that tomato. Now, remember, it's all about moving that decimal place to convert it, right? So 17.6 cents. All right, so our as purchase cost is 17 cents for the one tomato, right? Remember, our yield ended up being 57.8%. We're going to divide 17 cents by 57.8%, and we get 0.2941. And we're going to express this by moving the decimal point over 2 spots, so it's 29 cents for the edible portion of this tomato. That little tiny bit is 29 cents. So everything that you bring into your restaurant, pre-fabrication and post-fabrication, it all represents money. The reason that we go through this procedure is so that we can account for what is taken away for that product, and we can get an accurate price of what goes on the plate. That's why costing out recipes is so important. Next, we're going to do an onion. So now we're going to do an onion. So our AP weight, or as purchase weight, on this single onion is 8.85 ounces. Okay? So I'm going to get my container for scrap and my container for usable product. Now I'm going to fabricate this in a simple dice. And I know that for fabricating onions, you usually get about 85 to 88% yield on them. And again, that's depending on who's doing the fabrication. So watch me put my foot in my mouth and get a 75% yield on this, right? So just something else for us to laugh at. All right, so my onion, just gonna do a real quick, simple dice. This might be something that is going into a soup or a saute. And don't pay attention to my technique so much as you are looking for yield, okay? I'm just trying to do this fast for the camera. All right, so there's my diced onion, and we're going to get the edible portion out of this. And we're not going to have the usable scrap on this either. So our EP weight is going to be 8.2. So we got a really good yield. We went from our AP weight of 8.85 to an EP weight of 8.2. Okay? So now we have to do the math step, which is 8.2 divided by 8.85.
Good job.
What do we get? 92%. All right. Good job. So the next step is to calculate a cost for the onion. So to calculate the cost for this onion, we're going to say that these onions cost $1.29 a pound. So at $1.29 per pound, we need to get to the per ounce price. So we're going to divide $1.29 by 16. So we get 0.0806, and remember, moving the decimal points, so we get 8.06 cents per ounce. So at 8 cents an ounce, that's pretty good. With a 92% yield, we're going to divide 0.0806 by 0.92, and the result we get is 0.087, and moving the decimal points over 2 spots, it's 8.7 cents per ounce is the EP cost. So the EP cost stays really close to the AP cost, the higher the yield. The lower the yield, the more the EP cost is going to go up from the AP cost. So that is yielding. Next, we're going to do butcher's yielding on chicken and strip loin. I should across your hair. If you like this video, please leave us a comment, subscribe, and click for notifications so you don't miss out on our latest videos. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.